All right, so Aries, last month there was something about you possibly meeting somebody new, talking to somebody new, etc. I have the hiccups, so sorry if that's like gonna make you crazy, but hopefully it won't last very long. It just keeps getting stuck in my throat. All right, so again, last month it was something about, like your ex maybe being jealous or somebody new coming in, but it wasn't completely over. And the sense I got from a lot of the comments and whatnot was that it wasn't necessarily completely over, that there were still some deep feelings for some of you, or that there was more hurt or pain. And then for others of you, obviously, it was like, hey, it's completely over. The reason I'm bringing that up is here's where we have the switcheroo, okay? Your theme of the month is the Fool and the Two of Cups, which is the twin flame card. So you have the Fool, the Two of Cups, Fool, Two of Cups. If you get my drift, the Fool is the beginning of the major arcana. So it's a new cycle. It's a new beginning. But then you have the Two of Cups, which is the karmic connection or soulmate connection, which most of you watching this read either still have with this person, have had on and off for a long time, or have never fully, written that off. So I feel very perplexed here. Like, are we having a new beginning, or is your twin flame coming back? Or is it a new beginning with a twin flame? So let's see what's going on. We'll check the rest of the cards. But I really like this for your theme of the month because either way, it's very fruitful. All right, the first card you have coming into the month is your current position, and you have the Six of Wands, which is about pride, success, achievement. So I feel like this is a can't lose month for you, Aries, like coming off of the theme of the month. And now this card, this is like, I have a lot going on in my life. Now, I feel like this is counting blessings. I said that to another read. I don't remember which sign, that maybe this isn't even about love. This is about goals you've achieved. Maybe you're, succeeding in your career, finishing school, spending more time with family, buying a new house. There's so many different things we could go over. I'm not going to name a million different things, but those are the first things that popped into my mind. Even for some of you, it was like losing weight or going on a diet or something along those lines. So I feel like the Six of Wands is just overall, Aries is stepping into a moment or a place. And I feel like it's going to go throughout the end of the year. And if you're not feeling it, not feeling it now, time is fluid. So it's coming. But again, the Six of Wands feels like it's achievement, it's success, it's pride, it's joy, it's feeling those blessings in everyday things, not necessarily reflecting on love or relationships. This is kind of like, I'm owning it, period. We'll see what else goes. Like your vibration is high, like you're raising your vibration to such a high level, to such a good level, to such a clean level. They're saying clean or like cleansing level, that like it could go either way, or you could say, screw it all. I'm not going for anything right now. I'm too happy in my own. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. All right. The Queen of Pentacles is about, she's wise. He or she, I don't apply sex to the cards, but the Queen of Pentacles is very wise, gained wisdom over time. Also very generous, feeling like wanting to be attentive towards somebody. So Aries, this is very much like, I haven't given up on love. I haven't given up my faith in other people, but I'm going to be attentive to somebody who reciprocates. The Queen has understood that I deserve certain things, or that I want certain things, and that I know how I deserve to be treated now. So I'm only going to reciprocate those feelings or expel my generosity out on someone who, treats me the same way. This is also a maternal, paternal energy. So it could be that you're spending more time with kids, or maybe you have grandkids, or maybe, there's something here for some of you that represents parenting, maybe a child's birthday or something, or maybe you've just recently been more engulfed than ever in your kids' lives because you've let go of a lot of stuff, a lot of drama, or a lot of chaos, not even just in love, but in work. It's just, Aries, I'm getting this overwhelming. Whew. That's so crazy because I'm getting like chills, like nobody's business right now. Like there's just this overwhelming, I don't know what to say. Like things are really going your way or panning out here for you in a very genuine, like you deserve it, but you've also earned it way. All right. The next card you have is your distant past. So over the past 5-10 years, could be throughout your childhood, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is hard work. I feel like for a lot of you, this is hard work that paid off. Why does this feel like for some of you, this is more of a results of other actions besides love. Yes, I mean, there's obviously love hanging out here, but there's a lot going on here that's very much pertaining to goals or aspirations you've had that you've achieved or that you want to. Okay, that's what they're saying too. The universe is saying that the distant past card here of the Eight of Pentacles is don't give up on the dreams. Whether you wanted kids, whether you wanted to adopt fur babies, move in together, you want a partner that, you know, you travel the world, whatever it is for you. There's so many different scenarios that you could have and that each one of you could hold true to what you want or where you see yourself going. And it takes work. And it's almost like Aries, you're going, oh, I'm putting the work into it. I am fucking putting the work into this because I'm achieving everything I set my heart out to, set myself out to achieve. And I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is the universe's way of saying, go get it, do it. Like now's the time, thrive and survive. The next card you have is your distant past. So that makes sense. So over the past few weeks, past month or two, for some of you, I feel like this is the past for like 6 months ago, maybe even longer. Could be recent, but the Tower is devastation, dissolution, complete destruction of something, okay? But the good thing about the Tower is the Tower can be scary. It can be unknown territory. It can be, missing somebody terribly or somebody missing you terribly. There's a lot of things that go into the Tower, but the Tower at the end it burns down to ashes. It burns down to the ground. You know what comes after that? What is that saying? I love that movie. I can't remember. I don't even know that I'm supposed to say the movie, but it's a great movie. But the mom kept saying, there's nowhere to go but up. Like, you have to hit rock bottom and there's nowhere to go but up. And it's not just like, hey, hitting rock bottom is like, a lot of people use that as like a drug or alcohol or whatever, they have to hit rock bottom, but it doesn't have to just be that. It can be anything. You hit rock bottom in letting people treat you badly. You hit rock bottom in finally understanding what type of people you will no longer accept in your life. So even though the Tower can be scary, and for some of you it was a codependency, so you thought for sure you'd be with this person forever, and it didn't work out that way, or it isn't now, because then I look at this and go, holy shit, what is this about? But the Tower at least says, we're done. We've wiped this clean. Can we rebuild? Am I rebuilding by myself? Am I rebuilding with this person who I had this connection with? Or are we rebuilding like a new foundation together without any of the past BS? The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months, and you have the Four of Wands. All right, the Four of Wands is one of my favorite cards in the deck personally, because this is a first completion, but it's also a resting and a happiness. As you can see in this card, they're kind of like, oh, we got a new home. I bet there's a really cute dog or cat in there somewhere. And maybe, they're going on a giant trip or having a kiddo or getting married, whatever. You get my drift. The Four of Wands is a resting happiness. Well, not a resting happiness. It's resting and happiness. It's like drama is over. What I'm wondering for you, Aries, which I haven't seen yet, is it resting happiness with somebody new or with somebody old? Because again, I'm very perplexed with these two right here. I feel like, again, the three scenarios: new beginning, karmic connection with somebody old, or a new beginning with somebody old. And I know that kind of sounds like two, but what I'm saying is a new beginning, like clean slate with somebody new, or a karmic connection that you go back to somebody and it kind of picks up where it left off. Does that make sense? Anyways, the Four of Wands is one of my favorite cards because it means you've gotten past the point of being like, okay, I like you, you like me, to, okay, we're moving on to something bigger. We're moving on to solidify a relationship. The next card you have is your immediate future. So throughout the month of November, and you have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is abundance, success, satisfaction. It's also generosity. You're having a lot of earth sign cards come up. And so it makes me feel like maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But the Nine of Pentacles tells me that this month, you will be successful in a lot of things. Now, every time I see this like chain, and for whatever reason, I take that as a heart, even though it's obviously like a skull with wings or something like that, or crazy hair. I always feel like this is kind of like you first, Aries. You're putting yourself first, your priorities first, your kids first, your family first, your work first, everything. And then if this person can show up, that would just complete this abundance. And you could add another star to the sky, right? Because like I said, here you're feeling abundant in so many different things. The counting the blessings part of it, okay? Now, if you could add to it with love, either a karmic connection coming back or somebody new coming forward, then it's almost like you'd have all the stars in the sky. The next card you have is anything tangible that's going to happen throughout the month. Could be the beginning, middle, end, could last for a day, a week, etc. You have the Queen of Cups. So person of mystery. All right. I'm starting to feel like you're getting a little bit of both, Aries. Like you may be meeting people right now because there was such devastation. You just kind of wipe the slate clean right now and you're starting to meet new people or you're starting to network, whatever. But the Queen of Cups then tells me that somebody's coming in from your past because the Queen of Cups is mystery, otherness. She or he is not giving out what they're doing, but somebody is inquiring. The Queen of Cups is like, look, I only have one cup and I'm saving every drop of that love and emotion for that one cup, but who deserves it? Who wants it the most? And I'm not saying you're sitting here going, hey, I'm Aries, beating on your chest, like, hey, you know, I'm the best thing. Whoa, peace, bro. Like, it's not like that. It's more, I'm slowly, steadily ready to open up. Like I talked about with the Queen of Pentacles here, these queens are wise. They've figured out like this one is like, I will love on you and dote on you and take care of you and save my entire cup for you if you reciprocate that. But this tells me somebody's interested in what you're up to. But the Queen of Cups keeps it very mum, very like, I'm not, you know, like, oh, you want to know what I'm up to? Okay, I'm good. I just feel like you're going to kind of like, if they text you or they message you, it's going to be like a one-word answer because I feel like they need to kind of fight for this. They need to show you that this twin flame connection still exists because the Queen is saying, you know, I'm really not giving much of myself away unless you have something to give that makes me want to reciprocate towards you. The next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month. It could be the beginning, middle, end. This makes perfect sense. You have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is clarity, logic, power. And this is about seeing things very clearly. Aries, I feel like you're kind of like, fuck, make no mistake about this. I know what has happened between us. I know how much I love you. I know about our connection, but I also know what I deserve, which may be somebody new. So I feel like right now with the Ace of Swords, some of you are clearly listening to this going, shit, it's somebody new. Like I've got to go for it. And some of you are going, no, we can make this karmic connection happen, but they've got to work for it or we've got to wipe the slate clean because we can't just pick up where we left off. The next card you have is your hopes and fears for the outcome of the month. And you have the Two of Wands. All right, so here's the biggest thing about the Two of Wands. The 2 turns into the 3, which then turns into the 4. You have the 2, you're missing the 3, and you have the 4. The Two of Wands is, and again, this is hopes or fears, so this is internal. The Two of Wands is pursuing your own goals, planning, looking forward. What do I want? What does Aries want? And I think that's very important. I think you need to pursue what you want. Again, working towards these goals and achievements and things that we talked about before, the blessings, okay? And the Two of Wands is saying, I will work towards these blessings. I will figure it out. I will make movement towards what Aries wants, what Aries deserves. And then hopefully the right person comes along and we become a 3, which is partnership growth planning, and we move into a 4. Whether this is your ex or not, we'll see in a minute. I have a feeling it's going to be clarified pretty quick. But the Two of Wands, again, is Aries, focus on you. That's what you've been doing. Counting blessings. I don't know why I keep repeating that, but just keep counting them. On days when you wake up and you don't want to fucking count your blessings because that's when it will matter most. The next card you have, oh, you've got double Fools. The next card you have is the Fool. Again, beginning of the major arcana. Okay. Now, the beginning of the major arcana is a new cycle. Is this a new cycle with somebody new? Is this a new cycle with somebody old? That's what we're trying to figure out here. And I feel like the universe is kind of saying, maybe we should just wait and see because I'm not making it obvious. Now, we'll clarify here in a minute. But the Fool is about, again, a folly, an innocence, a potential. The potential could be potential with somebody new, or the potential could be with somebody old. And I'm not feeling an energy leaning either way. I'm feeling like it's I feel like it's very 50-50. And Aries, if you've seen my read, you know, I don't get a lot of 50-50 energy. So take it as it resonates. Usually I get a pretty distinct energy. We'll see what the clarifiers have to say, but having both Fools, and then, yeah, because I feel like I feel like there's a presence of the X, especially with this Queen of Cups, because I feel like this is you on the defense going, well, you don't really need to know my business. And you could be dating other people. But then at the same time, I kind of feel like with this twin flame, it's too new with a new person to be twin flame that it would need to be with an old person. So, hey, are you playing the field? You doing old and new, Aries? Whoa, wait a minute. So if your ex texts you, you're going to be like, hey, ex, yeah, come on in. But you're talking to somebody new? Aries, is that what I'm picking up on? Huh, hey, get it. You're not with this other person, so get it. You get it, got it, good. There you go. If that resonates with you, then it resonates with you. I hate to say it, but you can have your cake and eat it too. If you're not with this person and you haven't been with them and they didn't treat you right or whatever, then they can't expect you to stick around to see what they're going to do next. Now you have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is dreamy, it's whimsical, it's romantic. Man, Aries, this may just be your month to be romanced on all sides of the spectrum, because I really feel like some of you've got new, old, and somewhere in between on both. So the Knight of Cups is definitely saying, Aries, I mean, there's big opportunity, whether it's getting back with your ex. I wondered if that would happen. Getting back with your ex or moving on to something new. The Knight of Cups doesn't matter. It could go either way. It's still a romantic card, meaning, you know, wine, dine, make you mine, or, you know, something old turns into something new. Huh. Okay, now let's see what your clarifying cards are with this other deck, and then we'll get to your distant future here with the Eight of Cups. All right, so that Knight of Cups, man, it's coming in. It's got roses for you. Flashy, flashy, flashy. But I feel like for some of you, it's coming in both angles. Oh, huh. But then you have the Three of Swords, heartbreak. You're breaking hearts. Oh, you heartbreaker, you Aries. I feel like somebody's going to end up getting hurt. Not devastatingly hurt. I hate to say it, Aries. I feel like for some of you, it's going to be the new person that gets hurt because you might be swept away by this ex because of that karmic connection. But then for somebody, what the fuck? I want to clarify that because that's interesting. But again, I feel like somebody may be hurt. It's not you. I feel like it's somebody else. I feel like somebody likes you now. Somebody else from your past likes you. There's a lot going on here. But what's interesting is you have the Eight of Cups. Okay, the Eight of Cups is slow, stagnation, not moving. So I feel like you want one of these connections to move, and maybe they're not moving, okay? But then all of a sudden, you have like 3 cards twisting up here. But then all of a sudden, they come in fast. Because the eights, okay? Maybe that's something significant. The Eight of Wands is the complete opposite. The Eight of Wands is energy rushing in, coming towards you. It's like a force movement. You can't control it. You know what? This may just be, Aries, the month you determine what's going on. The month you determine what is going on in your life or what you want. Because somebody's moving slow, somebody's moving quick, and you've got a decision to make. Some of you haven't met this person, this new person. Some of you have. Some of you, it's not even about meeting somebody new. It's about moving on or sticking with it. Okay? And then you have the good old Knight of Wands. All right. The Knight of Wands. What do we love about the Knight of Wands? This is fearlessness. This is passion. This is energetic. This is coming in. I feel like there's going to be a war here. Now, it may not be 2 people. It may just be your own head versus this past connection. And what should I do here? Because it didn't work out before. I didn't feel satisfied. I felt like it didn't move. And then all of a sudden, maybe it starts picking up and it starts moving. Because I'll tell you what, the Knight of Wands moves and moves quick. The Knight of Wands is like, you know, daring and energetic and like coming in swift and quick and, you know, like knight in shining armor. But it's interesting because you have the Knight of Cups too, who comes in very romantic. There might be some competition for you, Aries. But again, this is daring, confident, charming. You know what? I'm seriously going to leave it up to this, Aries. I feel like you could have either. I think you could have something very new, or I think you could have somebody who is your twin flame that you love very much. And hell, there might be a competition over you, or you may have the choice. It may be an option for you. Hey, I met somebody exhilarating, somebody new, and I'm going to step out with that. Or, you know, I realize this is my twin flame connection. They've stepped up to the plate and I'm going to make it happen. Whoever it is though, or whatever happens, you're breaking hearts, Aries. Oh, don't deny it. You know you are. All right. Have a good month. I will talk to you later. Bye.